Yo guys, what's up? It's Alex from GMG Studio. Today we will add some linting options to our Android project, and every time the linter finds a warning, we will throw an error, because nobody should be allowed to check in code with warnings. Let's start. First of all, open your build.gradle file, the app1, and add the following lint options. I will explain them to you. Because we want to build a multi-module project, we want to check all modules for errors. We want to check all warnings, we want to make all warnings to errors, and we want the Gradle to fail on errors. And now, after I press sync now, all warnings became errors, and you can see one error here. The target SDK is not up to date. But I can still run the app, so this is fine. Now, let me show you something in the terminal. Now, I switched to the terminal, and I'm in the same directory as my project. And I run Gradle lint debug, and you can see that my Gradle build failed. And it says that we have 21 errors, but I don't want to fix them now. Let me show you how to do this. We will go back to Android Studio to the lint options, and we will write baseline file and name it lint-baseline.xml. This will create a baseline file with all current errors and warnings, and we will ignore them on the next build. If we go back to the terminal and run again Gradle lint debug, you can see that it failed, but it says aborting build since new baseline file was created. And now we can clear everything and run Gradle lint debug again, and you can see that the build succeeded. This is because all the warnings are known to the baseline file. Let me show you something. Let's go to colors.xml and we will add a new color. And there will be a warning created that this new color isn't used. This is a lint warning, and as you know, we wrote the lint options to make all warnings to errors, and the build will fail. Now, if we go back to the terminal and run Gradle lint debug again, you can see that the build failed, and it says color name y2 not used. Now, if we go back to Android Studio and remove y2 and go to a random class, and we will write something like value Alex $string is equal to null. And there will be a warning which says this value isn't used at all. But this is not a lint warning. And because of this, the build won't fail. Guys, it took me hours to understand this. But in the next video, I will show you one more cool thing. For example, if someone formats his code like this is totally bullshit. No, you don't do it. And actually I want a warning or an error if someone does this. I will show you in the next video how to do it. Now remove the warning we added, and we can push the changes to our repository. And now I will open source tree and push all the changes we've made. Now I created a pull request, and as you can see, all checks have passed. And now I will add a lint error again to show you that this pull request will fail too. Let me push it. And as you can see, all checks have failed. And this is because our Gradle build doesn't work with lint warnings anymore. This is actually really good to have a higher code quality, because you can overlook these warnings very easily. I know it from my experience. And the CI is here to save us and to make sure that we have a high code quality, which is why you should always start with a great CI and CD and make sure all quality checks are made in the beginning of a project. Although we have a baseline file, I don't want to have 200 warnings in my project. Guys, this is it. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments.
Like the video if you liked the video, dislike the video if you disliked the video, subscribe if you want to be notified on our future content. We are also on Instagram and Facebook. Feel free to follow us there as well. And have a great day. Start creating, stop consuming.